Beautiful Tuesday night here in the Pearl of Africa, Uganda, and we have ourselves a SONY XPERIA XZ-1. So this phone battery died, and we are going to replace it, show you how to replace it. Now, contrary to most phones, this phone involves you ungluing the screen for you to be able to access the battery, which is a very tricky situation. Lucky for me, this one was swelling and had started releasing without cracking the screen. So anyway, I just used some little isopropyl alcohol in a tissue, swabbed a liter at a time around the peripheries to release it, and this came out. But at times using heat could help. Now, after the screen has lifted, there's this plate that screws the battery into place. But normally, before I do that, I want to first release the the screen from that. So this screen is usually locked into place by this mechanism. This goes off, and then we can pick the screen out of socket, and so as to proceed. So anyway, that's also part of how you would replace the screen. Now this plate is held in place by screws around, and this gets off. I'd already done that, and the battery is always glued to this back, and as such needs to be removed. So that goes away. Having done that, the next stage is, of course, we need to clean the surrounding that is going to help with receiving the screw. So while there, please do hit the subscribe button and do share. But I'm kind of glad to have you guys here because it's a beautiful day, and I know you cannot see that on camera, and I just have to tell you that, to convince you that it is. And all right, let's succeed with this repair. And so I'm going to dip some little bits of cloth in there and then wipe. This is just for the next stage, which is when I'm gluing down the screen. I need those areas to be clean, so just blowing away dust. Having done that, now the challenge is this is a replacement battery, and it claims it's exactly the same as this, which I'm a bit skeptic about. So because I do not trust that control board, I feel like using this one's control board and transplanting it onto that. And I just wonder whether that's a wise decision. But okay, let me just check underneath to see. Pin that. Normally I just don't trust them. This one I replaced, and it turns out the phone would just now start to dummy charge while it is even not being charged. So I don't know whether that's what was the batteries doing or just me. And anyway, this is a little detour in the video, but it would have just been as simple as replacing the battery itself. So having done that, we release this, and I just need to compare and see where the connectors are located. They look to be similar locations. Now next thing is for me to also check with this one and see the quality of the build, whether it is nice and neat. So I'm going to just cut off that. All right. I don't know whether I should just trust that this is a good job, but Some part of me says not to, so I'm only going to trust the accumulator but not the control board. Okay, flip it around and then check what we have there. I don't know, I feel like I can't trust this compared to what I'm seeing here. This looks like better work than this. So to guarantee the long life of this battery, I'm going to just use the old battery board for this task. So first, need to be able to pick it out. Okay. This and solder. First clean the tip. Alright, and now I'm going to apply some solder there. So I need to begin with the positive terminal and release that. So I'm applying heat. Okay, that's off. Then I need the negative terminal also out. And right there, that's off. Okay, now let's confirm that that's okay, that's negative. So on the contrary to what we expected, our negative and positive are on opposite sides. But anyway, we'll just flip the battery upside down. I believe it doesn't hurt, does it? Probably not. Okay, now we come to this one. And this is the positive terminal, that's the negative. Okay, now positive to positive. Oh, sorry to have left you alone there, but I'm finding a way of securing this in place. Okay, I'm going to use wires for that. Going to use earphone wires. Okay, that should be enough. And this too. Okay, so I have put sellotape over there, and then let's get this going. So I feel like, anyway, So let me solder that to the terminal. Began with the negative terminal, and I'm going to put some flux there. Okay, and then connect that there. Okay, the next thing is to connect the positive terminal right there. All right, now the next stage is to bring this over there. Okay, for the final stage. I only hope the accumulator itself is perfect.